So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official UFL gameplay reveal. Now, you would have already seen this by the time this video is out, but I'm watching this live and I'm going to give you guys my full honest impressions. And I don't know, though, how much gameplay we're going to see because I kind of know that there's going to be some announcements during this video as well and a few other things. And then there's going to be some gameplay shown. The question is how much? I don't really know. It is a reveal and it's not a showcase, so remember that. Also take into account this video is only 1080p, it's not 60 frames. So you're really not going to get the full experience of, playing on, 4K TV, etc. So take all that into account as we are watching this reveal. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'll give you my impressions. We'll watch this live together. And I'm sure if there's things to break down, we're going to break those down as well over the next couple of days. Anyway, I will see you guys live in just a second once this does go live. So yeah, there's going to be a bunch of diaries to be shown. And then I'm saying at the end of this, folks, we'll get a little bit of gameplay, as they said. Don't expect anything crazy.
Hi there, I'm Anatoly, and I work on the cutscenes for the UFL game. Cutscenes in a football simulation video game differ from what we see in other games. Our cutscenes look like real documentary fragments. We try to avoid video game conventions. It is essential for each football cutscene to feel authentic. We set up and shot the scenes as if we were TV operators and editors. What I want to achieve is that a football fan, while playing UFL, would say, "Yes, I believe that." Hi, I'm Alex. My main job is setting up scenes during the filming process. Actors' movements should be realistic, and emotion should look like in a real football match. When a player reacts to a missed shot or celebrates a goal, every detail is important. How they set up to the ball, all those looks in the squad, when players prepare for a penalty. I believe that our passion for football and our attention to detail will help us to remove the difference between the game and the actual TV broadcast. I'm Vitaly, a lead animator. My team is working on blend shape, facial and character animations for the cutscenes and environment. A character goes on a long journey from the beginning of the modeling process until the moment when they can jump, talk and show emotions. We create bland shapes and at the same time we try to keep a character recognizable. With facial motion capture, further processing and polishing, we make the movements as realistic as possible. We always search for a balance between technical specifications and visuals. This way we create beautiful content and we also make sure that our users will be comfortable with it.
UFL's gameplay is designed to be fun, competitive, realistic looking and responsive. These are the key pillars we try to stick to while working on the game. The flagship mode in UFL is a global online league with a division-based ranking and fair matchmaking system that takes every player's personal performance into account and decides on the next opponent correspondingly. There is no so-called handicap in the game. We don't try to change the game to make it work for both players. We give a player the right opponent to compete with and provide him with a learning curve that will bring satisfaction and gratification for mastering another skill level in the game. In UFL, you can create and develop your own club. The more you play and the more victories you earn, the more opportunities you have to strengthen your squad. You shape how your virtual team grows and evolves. You make decisions on player transfers, team formation, starting lineups, and match tactics. In addition, you have an option to upgrade not only your squad, but also your individual players by growing their skill or even training them to play in adjacent positions. The higher you climb in the league, the better the players and teams are matched against. Ultimately, you can qualify for the Premier Division, where players compete for the biggest rewards and wildcard spots in official pro tournaments and world championships, both on and offline. There will also be a separate team-based ranking so that you can share the experience with your friends. Besides the league mode, there are a number of other play modes: non-league online matches, 2v2s, 3v3s, online matches with friends, and offline mode to play casually, special events, missions, challenges, and custom tournaments, to name a few. Another great advantage of UFL is its seamless and persistent gameplay. There are no annual resets or wipes. Instead, there are seasons during which you are competing for the champion title. If you win it, you keep it with you forever in your trophy room. Play solo, play in a team with your friends, and become the UFL champion. A simple and fun concept to play. In the last 4 months, we have revealed some of our fantastic partner clubs around the world. We pay a lot of attention and respect to these partnerships because in our case, they are not just for a presentation. You may call it the UFL way, but we believe there are better alternatives to club partnerships than just buying a license. Our goal is to give UFL players another layer of connection between clubs and their fans. We'll keep revealing and signing partner clubs from all over the world, so stay tuned for updates on the hot topic throughout 2022. Today I suggest we look at some of the most prominent partner names we have unveiled so far.
So we got the West Ham, as we know. So we're just kind of going through what UFL is, folks, what it's all about, showing us obviously the licenses now. So West Ham, Besiktas, Borussia Mönchengladbach. They recently unveiled Rangers, as we know. Celtic's going to be there. Sporting. So yeah, if you really want offline, folks, you know, career mode and all that, this isn't going to be the game for you. I mean, I'm one of those guys. But we'll see. In time, who knows?
We decided to build a stellar lineup of top-notch footballers as UFL brand ambassadors. So without further ado, here's our magnificent 5. Alexander Zinchenko, a versatile player operating as a left full-back for Manchester City. Romelu Lukaku, a beast of a player. The Belgian striker made a name for himself in England. Roberto Firmino, a unique player in the heart of the Liverpool FC attacking trio. Kevin De Bruyne is the first name on the team sheet for Manchester City and Belgium. As you have probably noticed, our Magnificent 5 is, well, a Magnificent 4. But it's about time to fix that and unveil our 5th ambassador. Need any clues? This player has won league titles in England, Spain and Italy. He has won 32 trophies in his career, including 7 league titles, 5 UEFA Champions Leagues and 1 UEFA Nations League and 1 UEFA European Championship. Recently, he has reached a fantastic milestone, having scored an incredible 800 official senior career goals for club and country. So, you're probably already getting the idea. Anyway, let me make a quick call to get things settled.
Cristiano.
Hi, Cristiano. Welcome to our show and thank you for joining us today.
Thanks, Eugene, and cheers to all of the football fans and gamers around the world.
Okay guys, wait no further. Here's the very first look at UFL in action.
We interrupt this broadcast with a message from the future. A future where there is online football for all. A future where free to play means fair to play. A future where you can choose from your favorite players and they actually play like them too. We create our own clubs.
Looks familiar.
And manage every stage and every detail of their journey. We compete in matches where skill is always the deciding factor, experiencing moments of exhilaration, deflation, and elation that every true football fan can relate to. We overcome challenges, taking on new opponents and old rivals. We propel our clubs to incredible heights, attracting star players and nurturing new talents as we create our ultimate footballing lineup to take on all comers and let the world know what it really means to be the best. This is what the future of online football looks like. And how do we know? Well, we built it. And it's time for you to join us. UFL is coming when it's ready in 2022.
And there we have it. So, there's things to talk about. Obviously, most of this was them just showcasing what UFL's about, the ambassadors, the partners, and all that stuff. A little bit of a diary as well. And then a short short bit at the end there, well, it did show some gameplay. So let's go back and have a brief look at that. I'll probably do a separate video about like the things that I've caught or haven't caught on to. But yeah, let's rewind it a little bit and talk about some of the goodness. Okay, so let's talk about this, folks. Now, this is how this looks. It says actual gameplay footage, obviously a work in progress. They are playing at the West Ham Stadium. Now, I don't really know how licensing is going to work. I'm pretty sure it's basically going to be generic clubs, as they spoke about. Create your own team, create your own club, which is generally a good way to go nowadays, with licensing being quite a big problem. But this is the gameplay snippet here, and I'm going to mute this a little bit for myself. So they didn't really show a ton of it, as we know. It was obviously just a reveal. I mean, if we do kind of go back there a little bit, there's nothing on the hood right now, so I can't tell how this is going to work. Like, are you going to have a little bar that pops up? Is it going to be down the sides, kind of like FIFA has and PES? All I saw was there is an arrow, as you can see. An arrow does pop up, so that kind of shows you which way you're going to go. I really would like this game to be very much just open, as in it's not assisted and it's not manual. Like, find a balance between the two, so you have to play on not an easy difficulty. Like, if you misplace your pass, it's going to happen. Like, you have to be very accurate with the passes, otherwise it's not going to go where you want it to. They haven't spoke about any of that, so I don't know how assisted this is going to be, but from the looks of it, as you can see right there, there is an arrow. There's also an arrow here, I believe, on the left-hand side with the defender. And then as you get forwards, obviously they talk about the players and the player models. Folks, I'm not really worried too much about the graphics. Number one, this is a free-to-play game. Don't expect these graphics to blow you away. They are using the Unreal Engine. Obviously, it's the older one. Unreal Engine 5 isn't out yet, but when that is out, then you should see like a pretty big transition between the two. So this is the kind of the menu, and as I said, I might do a separate video just breaking everything down. But you've got play match, club management, you've got squad management and customization options there. The transfer market, that's interesting. Now, there is a transfer market online. It's looking like it. Well, this is an online primarily based game. So there is a transfer market. You've got events, you've got settings, you've got news. There's select down there and play ranked. And on the right-hand side, Team Pass, quests, and challenges are all coming soon. And then you've got... Now, these are the player models, as you can see. Cristiano Ronaldo there, Lukaku, Kevin De Bruyne. They do need some work, I will admit that. I don't think Ronaldo really looks a whole lot like himself, to be fair, and Lukaku really doesn't look anything like himself. Probably Kevin De Bruyne looks the best. But, you know, graphics are graphics. They can always up those later. And then as you move on, this is your squad, as you can see. So these are the licensed players. So Firmino, as you can see, he's not partnered with Liverpool. Liverpool aren't in the game, so there's no background. But there is a background for Rice and Agbona, you know, and all these other players, Vida and stuff, Pjanic, because they are licensed in the game. Then you've got setup squad. You can see this is L2, so this is on the PlayStation version. You've got game plan, management, customization, obviously transfer market again. Your total cost and chemistry. So it's very much like FIFA, folks, when it comes to like Ultimate Team-esque feel and look. What with the teamwork, and you've got the chemistry, you've got the fitness on the right-hand side, and they've got pace, shot, pass, dribble, defense, fitness. That is very FIFA-esque all the way. And then down the bottom, you've got more details there. You've got player info, play ranks, you've got back, and then you've got select. Moving forward, this is your basically tactical options for you. You've got the formation, the 5-3-2 if you want to play it. It tells you the attack, the possession, the defense, the counter-attack, how good it is, how versatile maybe. Then you've got tactics, objectives, and roles. This is the attacking plan. And then there is obviously a look at it. So kind of going by, I don't know, I kind of want to scroll this back a little bit and see the difference between the two. Okay, so yeah, that was the 3-5-2 in action. And then you've got the 5-3-2. Okay, so it was just a change of formation. That's why. I was wondering why the fullbacks were there, but they changed the formation. Fair enough. Then you've got setup squads. Same things. Once again, it's very... it is Ultimate Team, folks. They've gone very much for it, which I don't care for. I don't really care. Like, I don't... If you want to go and rip other people's games and use that, then use it. I've said that Konami should do this so many times, because of how ugly the menus are. UFL seems to be going an approach where they've got modern designers. This looks like a modernized approach to the game. It looks good, it's simple, it's easy to navigate from what I can see. And they're sort of comparing the two players, as you can see, Pjanic and Zinchenko. They're not listing any of their stats right now, probably wise. And then as you move through, this is the customization options. I do like the kits, as in they are quite well fitted to the player models. Nowadays, a lot of players have the tight fitted shirts, as we know. So you've got your light kit, dark kit, you've got the light and dark kit. Files, Ponce, Aquarius, I guess these are all different names for the kits. Then you've got items, and then there's stadiums. Can't see those right now, but there will be an element of customization to this game. And then they had a few of these cutscenes, very FIFA-like, as we speak about. I mean, going by the cutscenes, the foot's in the turf, so that's always good. And there it is. There is the gameplay and how it's going to look. As I keep stating, though, graphically, no, it doesn't look the best. But yes, it's free to play. You're watching a 1080p video with no 60 frames, and they're still working on it. So it's a work in progress. But turf looks all right. And as you can see, the few little players there doing the old, the old arrows was still popping up. And then they just sort of struck that into the back of the net. There's Cristiano. Some more cutscenes to go through. And this is pretty much the best snippet of gameplay you're going to get. And now we have some names on the side. So as you can see, bottom left, bottom right, you've got Celtic, you've got Besiktas with the names of the players. I'm guessing this is going to be the stamina bar and I don't know what else. The pass meter, possibly? Well, let's have a look. Well, we're not going to see it because he didn't shoot. But that's pretty much it, folks. There isn't a ton to talk about. Then they do talk about the leaderboards, as you can see. How you're going to do. There's hashtag United. There's Matt HD Gamer in there as well. You've got league promotions. Cristiano celebration. There's the famous 5. I'm sure they might pick up some more ambassadors and sponsors and licenses as well. It does look a little bit... I mean, I will say, if you kind of... You know, the foot planting, it looks a little bit odd sometimes. But, you know, we might be nitpicking at this point. But I'm going to do all this fun stuff later when we can get a proper feel for it. Once again, there was another very, very, very short snippet of gameplay. Where is it? One thing I would like to do is slow it down. But there's no real need to because it's so quick. But from what I can see here, this game is going to be using the arrow underneath the player to get exactly where you want to pass the ball, etc. So, as an element of manual, possibly. I don't know. We'll see in time. Net physics, absolutely non-existent there, by the way. So, you know, those I'm sure will be hopefully improved upon. And there we go. That's it, folks. When it's ready in 2022, and they stated it is going to come out when they feel like it's ready. Good idea. It's always wise. So, anyway, that's all for today. You guys let me know. I will probably put another video out breaking it down a little bit better than what we've done right now. But it's something to go on. And I think the way they did the whole presentation was very professional. It works. They've gone for a more modernized approach. They've obviously looked at FIFA a lot, and they've gone, okay, let's follow them, as opposed to Konami, who are still living in the Stone Age. But it looks very much like it's going to be Ultimate Team-esque online, with the way it looks, and there's going to be a lot of things to hopefully do, and that's the main thing. There's got to have content, folks. If there's no content for this game, it's not going to work. So, anyway, as you can see at the end as well, it does state, real quickly, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series X and S are going to be the main consoles. PC and that may come later, but as of now, there's no talk about it. So, take that into account. Anyway, we'll be back shortly. Let me know your thoughts below. Are you looking forward to seeing more of this? I think, why not? Look, don't come in here with a negative attitude, all right? At the end of the day, it's a new company making a brand new game from the ground up that they started with apparently like 4 or 5 people. Now they've got a few hundred and they're trying to grow something and make something. So let's get behind them. I've never played it, and we'll wait to play it ourselves, but I'm always up for a new company or a new developer to come in and try and bolster the footballing scene, because I think we're getting all a little bit bored of it. Anyway, until next time, subscribe for more, let me know your thoughts, and take care.